Welcome, everybody. What a joy it is to have us all here today to celebrate Suzy and Min's love story. My name is Sam, a friend of both the bride and groom, and I'm very honored to serve as your MC for this part of the ceremony.
I know. Oh my god, you're so beautiful. You're like a man.
You're good, man.
Y'all look so cute. What the heck? Tôi cũng trang điểm theo phong cách khác.
Hi everyone, look at me. Yeah. Wow, free energy. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Ah.
It's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun.
I met Min at our dear friend Heather's birthday party, where, there was this man sitting directly across from me, a man of mystery, of mystique. I was like, oh my God, who is that man? I want to get to know him better. And of course, I knew who he was, but I just wanted an excuse to get to know him. And, it's very obvious that when you start talking to Min, that he's very open and generous and kind, and what a pair that they make. And actually that night when I was hanging out with them both at a bar, I asked them in classic me fashion perhaps, what is one word that you think of when you think about your relationship? And I kid you not, both of them said the word wholesome. And looking at this crowd out here, looking at this moment, what a fantastic moment it is to be here together as a community. So Suzy and Min together, their love story started 20 years ago as childhood friends in Ho Chi Minh City, when Suzy would go over to Min's house and call him down from the window to hang out. And it reminds me of the movie Up. When in the first starting montage, there's the young Mr. Fredrickson and Ellie, and they're hanging out, and she's like, "You don't talk much. I like you," right? And that's the imagery that I get when I think of Suzy and Min. But a couple years ago, their real love blossomed in a cave in Pham Nha, and the rest is history. Whatever happens in a cave stays in a cave unless you get married. So here we are. So on behalf of everybody here, we're so happy to be celebrating both of your love, Suzy and Min. We love you so much.
Suzy. The first time I met you, as a kid, I thought you were the cutest girl I ever seen. Already? From that moment, I knew my childhood would never be the same. I still remember the nights we talked through our windows, sharing cigarettes. Laughter and dreams. Even then, you felt like someone I could never imagine my life without. What I did not know was just how deeply my heart would grow for you, or how completely you would become my everything. I know being with me isn't always easy sometimes, especially because of my stubbornness. Yet, because you love me through it all with patience, understanding, and kindness that never fails to amaze me. For that, and so much more, I'm endlessly grateful. Today, I promise to love you with the same unwavering loyalty you've always given me. I vow to listen more, to soften when I need to, and to always stand by your side. You're my past, present, and my future. I'll be with you always, the love of my life.
Their story is one of hope and perseverance, and how your life can transform so fast when you have the right person by your side. I've lived my life to this point never really believing in the concept of fate. But getting the opportunity to witness Susie and Min fall in love after reconnecting in their adulthood is challenging that belief. Two childhood friends that lived across the street from each other, looking into each other's windows as kids. I wonder if there was a tiny spark in them that knew whatever joy they shared back then was not over as they parted ways to live their lives and grow. Maybe that same tiny spark that compelled Susie, after living and learning in countless countries she's loved, and sitting me down in Toronto and telling me how much she loves living there and everything is great and she would miss it so much to leave, but something she couldn't put a name on, something she couldn't see or know despite such a turbulent time of life, some spark was pulling her back home once again. I don't know if that spark is fate, but fate is certainly making a compelling argument. Susie is one of the most important people in my life. From the moment I met her, she was brimming with color and vibrance. She brings an unmistakable energy that fills the room and is instantly missed the second she leaves. She has a remarkable ability to knock down barriers and directly connect with people's souls. I've seen countless people, including myself, pour out their hearts and life story to her almost immediately after meeting her, because they feel safe to do so in her inviting presence. She certainly filled my heart with love and has helped me along in my journey in life. Susie, I really can't imagine life without you, and the world is at its most beautiful with you in it. With how much love I have for Susie, it would take someone truly special for me to trust that she would be with someone right for her and someone that could give her the life and partnership she deserves. I have that full and complete trust in Min. When Susie moved back to Vietnam from Toronto, she would call me regularly and tell me about how things were going. The moment Susie started to talk a bit more about Min, their time in the cave, and the history of how they knew each other, something seemed different about this little crush she was describing. Every comment about how cute he looked, or how he texted her, or little flirtatious things he did, came with the caveat of, "Oh, it's nothing though, just some flirting. He's not really interested, I'm not really interested." But with eyes so big they take up half your face, it's hard to hide the excitement, an unmistakable gleam of someone falling in love. For the record, I checked old messages, and the earliest comment I made that you guys would get married was September 2023. So not that it's a competition, but I probably won. As time went on, Min continuously surprised me what he could do and who he could be for Susie. I couldn't help but worry about my best friend living across the globe, but the more Susie told me about Min, the more time they spent together in Vietnam, my shoulders started to lower and my worries faded away. After meeting him in person, that feeling intensified. I got to see him take care of Susie without stifling her while letting her flourish and be her authentic self. Min has come to a brand new country, living a new lifestyle, dealing with Susie's insane friends, myself included. He had the patience, understanding, and trust in Susie that he could come with her to Canada and make things work. I see the true intensity of that trust now that I've seen the beauty and the warmth of this country and its people. I'll remind you today that it is nearly 25 degrees colder in Toronto than here, and if you're willing to deal with that for love, it must be true. Without a doubt, if I had to think up of a blueprint of someone that would be perfect for Susie in personality and lifestyle, someone who could push when she needed pushing and pull when she needed pulling, it would be Min. And now that I know him a little bit better, I would say the same for him. You both need each other to live the best lives you could and be who you are as individuals and as a couple. I'm so happy that after watching you both work so hard and stress, yelling across continents for this wedding, everything was beautiful and all the seeds you've sown have blossomed. Both of you, please take the time to sit back and look at everything you've done to get here and be proud of yourselves. We're all excited to see your love grow into the future, and everyone here will be by your sides as you take this love into the next chapter of life. Susie, Min, we all love you deeply, and congratulations. Thank you.
Today we celebrate Ming and Susie, a love story which is full of surprises, which could itself could be a Netflix special on its own, I believe. Let's rewind a little bit to the past. Ming and Susie were once neighbors and childhood friends, as you all know. Susie, known for being lovely and vibrant, made quite an impression in our neighborhood. And who better to handle that than my calm, gentle baby Buddha brother? They were good friends as kids, but none of us saw this coming. Fast forward, Ming, being the romantic explorer he is, searched the world for love, only to find it right where he began, with the girl next door. Ming, you could have saved lots of flowers and many awkward first dates. Opposites attract, they say, and these two are living proof. Susie isn't just Ming's partner, she's his spark. Somehow she managed to get my composed baby brother to sing, to dance, and even co-create a hip-hop remedy with her. So if that's not love or magic, I don't know what is. Now here they are, reunited, stronger than ever, and ready to start the next chapter. Ming and Susie remind us that love often has a way of coming back to where it all began. So here's to Ming and Susie. May your future be full of harmony and endless joy.
I wanted to be Susie's friend so bad. She's a fellow Viet baddie. She's stylish, and as you all know, has a very bright and outgoing aura that can bring a whole room of friends together in Dalat, Vietnam this year in 2025. So after a few very awkward staring contests, in the short time before she transferred to Northeastern University, we became attached at the hip, dyeing each other's hair, eating late night instant ramen together, and starting our tradition of dressing up in themes together. All right, she quickly became someone I could ugly cry with, stay up to 7 a.m. yapping with. And since then, I've followed and visited Susie everywhere, in Boston, in New York, Toronto, Vietnam, back to Toronto again, and then when she moved back, and also now here in Vietnam. When Susie first mentioned An Min, I was skeptical. She spoke of this marathoner, tan, big-lipped Vietnamese boy with a very sharp jawline who she reconnected with after a cave trip. But once I met An Min in person, I knew this one was different. In the short time I've known An Min, I've come to know a few things, let's say a few facts about Unmin. Number 5, he loves the Beatles. Number 4, I'll admit it, he's very good at pickleball. I'll give you that. Number 3, he loves cats, probably just as much as Susie does. Number 2, he loves his Garmin watch. He is probably wearing it right now. Are you? Ah! And obviously, number 1, he loves Susie. Over the years, I've known Susie. She's kissed some frogs. And I can truly say, I have not met a more perfect partner for Susie than Unmin. He puts himself before others, even if that means babysitting me and Brian when we were doing his favorite activity, shopping. He's very patient, but he's able to snap and hold his ground on his beliefs. He's very dependable and very trustworthy. So, to Susie and Michael, and Unmin, I want to say this. I'm so excited to see what the next chapter of your lives holds. The love you share is spicy, rare, and beautiful. I love you both and can't wait to visit you. I'll follow you both wherever you go.
A few words to all these people here. What better excuse than a wedding to gather all my favorite people in one place? Seeing you all here today fills my heart more than I can say. And like Sam said, thank you for traveling from near and far, juggling your schedule, babysitters, and life chaos just to be here. It truly means the world to me. Now let's be honest. When I first told people I was getting married, I think the reaction was a mixture of joy and disbelief. Susie married? I'm still wrapping my head around it. But as the day got closer, I started to understand that what makes it special is about expressing love openly and fully with the people matter most, and that's all of you. Before I go on, I want to take a moment to thank someone who's very special and I should love the most, which is myself. Yes, me. So thank you to myself for letting these amazing people into my life and putting the effort to nurture those relationships. My mom has always said that you're such a social butterfly, and honestly, I take pride in that. Looking around this space, it's not even a room, a forest, it reminds me of how lucky I am to have built the friendship and cherished family bonds and have a community so full of love. So, babe, you're so lucky to share this beautiful family with me. I can rent them out. As many of you know, Min and I rekindle our friendship in the cave, and that's why I insisted everyone to come to nature today, and it's been a constant in our story. So today's theme is Nature Slay. It's my way of honoring how Mother Nature played the matchmaking for us. And babe, thank you for letting me into your world. And beneath your stoic exterior is the person who feels so deeply, who loves so unconditionally, and gives so selflessly. I'll never forget how you dropped everything from your family to your cats, moved to Canada with me without knowing what was await of you. And I spent many days sleepless, just loading with guilt, and asked myself that why would I drag a person I love so much to go to this place with me? And you simply just told me home is where you are. And that's when I realized love isn't about who you are, where you are. Oops, it's about who you are, in fact. It's about who you are and who you are with. So our story didn't just start in Sundong. It goes back in 5th grade, where you were the boy that I, again, called from my balcony. You would always come out even when your grandma scolded us for chatting too late. And my family, we used to have a lot of fights. And my mom recalled one time that one time they were arguing, they couldn't find me. It's because I was hiding in that room and talked to him. So thank you for being my safe haven then. And still now. I admire your optimism, though sometimes very frustrating. Your patience with my chaos and how you embrace me even when I nag you like, you still love me? Even though I know he does love me, because if you know this man, he loves running the most. More than anything, and he gave up running half a year because he was dating me. So in return, I started running, though it was not a pretty sight. Some people can vouch that. But it was one of my most highlighted moments of the year. So thank you for healing my inner child and being my sworn protector, even though I insisted to be a strong, independent baddie. But loving you has been the easiest thing that I've done, and still do. I know we'll keep growing together and learning as we go, whether it's about communicating style or how to get over a fight over my chocolate boxes. Finally, I want to thank you, my incredible family. Bố Lê, cô Yến, Bin, Phương Anh, và now chị Dan và anh Vĩnh. And especially to my mom, who did not just show up today, but have been with me since day one and gave me everything she has. And is everything that I am. Cảm ơn mẹ. So anyway, thank you for being here today to celebrate our love story, and let's make this day unforgettable. We are so lucky to have you, and let's eat, drink, and make some amazing memories together. Love you guys.
Time for myself when I'm stressed and upset. You know me better than anyone I know. Darling, we have been to hell and back. That's how I know this is forever. All these years, every single tear, all the regrets and promises.
Kiểu mình và Suzy là bạn thân từ hồi cấp 2, cho nên là chứng kiến bạn ấy đã trải qua cũng nhiều mối tình, nhiều câu chuyện, và bây giờ thấy bạn mình kiểu hạnh phúc ấy, nó có một cái cảm giác mà không thể diễn tả được. Rất là vui và cảm thấy rất là may mắn khi có một người bạn như Suzy trong cuộc đời. Yeah. Bạn đã làm cho cuộc sống của mình có nhiều sắc màu hơn. Suzy, cảm ơn cậu vì đã xuất hiện. And you?
Mình thì biết Suzy với mình qua kem. Nhưng mà mặc dù lần đầu tiên biết nhau á, nhưng mà cả hai cặp đôi có những cái chemistry với nhau rất là kiểu rất là bonding luôn. Nó rất là kiểu first time mà nó rất là open với nhau. Rất là nhiều thứ, mặc dù chỉ trong khoảng thời gian ngắn. We do crazy stuff together. Và hiện tại thì chắc mình chúc cho cặp đôi. Nói chung là mình sẽ muốn gửi gắm cái lời chúc của mình đến hai bạn là đồng hành với nhau đến cuối đời, thì đó là điều quá tuyệt vời. Nghe sến nha, rất lòng đầu bạc rồi. Nhưng mà hai bạn cũng là cái nguồn cảm hứng cho hai đứa mình để một lần nữa tin vào tình yêu, sống vì tình yêu, thở ra cũng bằng tình yêu. Thế em có gửi lời gì với
Không, thấy gì vậy là quá đủ rồi. Chúc mọi người là vững vàng bên nhau trong những lúc lên và cả xuống của cuộc sống. Vậy là đều được rồi.
Min and Susie, this is a beautiful setting. I think this wedding complements everything you creating together, and I wish you the best.
Gửi lời chúc Suzy và anh Minh luôn luôn mạnh khỏe và mãn nguyện với tình yêu của mình.
Hello, Min. Thank you so much for having me all the way here. And that wedding was one of the most beautiful experiences of my life. So thank you for letting me be a part of it. I'm so happy for both of you. And I will be here to journey with you through ups and downs of your marriage, through our friendship. Love you.
I thought we were saying words for Suzy. Suzy and Min, I wish you guys all the best. I hope that we continue to make amazing memories together, and please come back often to visit us.
Don't cry.
Well, why don't me cry? No, I'm good. I cried enough.
Suzy-chan, I feel like one of my happiest breakthroughs with you was when we finally cracked like the avoided friendship wall, and I just feel like knowing more about you, I'm just so happy that you found someone who is willing to work through things with you, and also that, you know, is so selfless and is so willing to help you through things, and ultimately I'm just so happy that you found the person for you. And I am disassociating right now because I'm put on the spot, but I love you guys, and I'm so happy that Amin's there for you. So yeah, love you guys.
Chúc mừng đám cưới.
Để còn sớm.
I love you guys. It's been a pleasure to be in your lives these past couple years. I feel like I saw your love blossom at Taco Tuesday and at the climbing gym, and I'm so excited to see your future together, and I hope to be a big part of it in some way, even though we live in different places. I love you guys so much. You guys mean a lot to me.
Yeah, love you guys. The wedding was amazing. So good. Okay.
Chúc mừng đám cưới. Để còn sớm. Wow! Holy shit!
Dogs, what's going on here?
Dogs should be And Min, chúc mừng đám cưới. I'm so glad that it was 2 days ago that I was notified of this wedding, but I get to be here and celebrate your love, and it's the most beautiful love I've ever get to witness. And thank you for being so beautiful and share your beautiful sentiment. And I love you, and I hope you will visit. And I hope that maybe you also come and visit me in Europe sometime.
Hi, Suzy and Min. Thank you so much for being in my life. I love you very, very much. I really hope you never move back to Vietnam, despite what everyone has been telling you here. I love you forever, and I really hope that you have a very long and happy marriage.
Let us welcome Suzy and Min, the newlyweds. this evening, the final event of the night. So at this time, we're going to have Susie and Min share their first dance with us.
At last, my love has come along. My lonely days are over. And life is like a song. Oh, yeah, yeah, at last. The skies above are blue. My heart was wrapped up in clover.